Hello, today I'm going to talk about credit cards, and that's the topic of the day. So I am going to talk about two things. One good thing about credit card and one bad thing about credit card. Okay? So let me dive in. So one good thing about credit card is that it builds your credit. And another one is it's better. It's a little better for fraud protection. And it got some benefits, like when you purchase something, like let's say you have a credit card and you're trying to buy gas, okay? When you buy cards, you might get like 1%, 2%, 3% advantage of buying it. Gas, groceries, traveling. Those are all some good things about having credit cards. And they can also help you when you build your credit. They'll help you to get a loan from a bank. And you can get a loan from bank used to buy a house, maybe, buy a car, maybe, for like investment. And these are some of the stuff that I would like to share with you. And then there's a lot of good, there's a lot of bad thing about credit card as well, okay? And I would like to say I have a debit card, and there's a little bit slightly difference between credit card and debit card. But they both have similar things. You use them. You can go online, purchase things with it. And they both have fraud protection, except that when you have a debit and if your information gets stolen, you'd have to report it right away, urgent, like a day after. If it's too late, it might cost you money. That's the only difference. But for credit card, they'll have under the law that they sign, they can protect you for that and reimburse you for it. So let me talk about the bad things about having credit card. One bad thing is you get you into debt if you don't know how to use it. Missing payments get you in trouble. Going over limit will get you in trouble. Maxing out will get you in trouble. Okay, if you cannot control, you control your spending or control your credit cards. And if you have many accounts opened, it will get you in trouble as well. All right. So let me tell you a story. Okay. Let's say having a credit card is like buying a car. Let me say maybe a Genesis. Okay. A Genesis, a car. There's a reason behind why I choose that name, by the way. Genesis can be the beginning of your life, the beginning of anything, really, to start something fresh. So let's say you buy Genesis, and it's pretty new, and you find this nice person, who've never driven a car their whole life, and they've never taken written tests about DMV and all that. They've never done practical testing to get a car. They have no license. You give them a car and tell them that this very new Genesis is yours. So you can have it and you can go ahead and drive it. I guarantee you and I assure you that this guy probably It's going to know how to start the car and fire that engine up. It probably is going to know how to step on the pedal, the gas pedal. Okay? But many things could happen. Okay? This guy, new guy who have no idea how to use this, who doesn't know the rules about driving, might go just drive and run the red light. And that can cause a lot of issue because people can get hurt. Collision can happen. It can get into trouble by, breaking the rules. You probably have no idea how to manage the car, how to change the oil, how to do brakes. So as many of you, some of you out there are car owners, you know how to do the maintenance in order to maintain your car from keep running. You have to take care of all those elements that comes with it. He's probably going to go over speed limit. Let's say you're supposed to go, the speed limit in the highway is start from 55 to 65. And if you go to 70, it's okay, 70, 72, 73, you cannot go over 5 speed limits, over 6 speed limit. You can get pulled over. It's probably going to do like 80, 85 to like 90s, or could be 100 because he have no rules. So you probably have no idea how to judge, the depth perception, when to stop, when to turn left or right, how to make room 100 feet away. You probably won't know all these, all these simple logics, simple idea. So what's going to happen to this guy who have this nice and beautiful Genesis? He's probably going to go, he's going to crash. Okay? This story can be related to having a credit card, In order to have a credit card, you need to have personal responsibility to be a human. You need to be organized. Okay? You got to have plans ahead. You have to have, if you made mistake, don't blame no one. You have to own it. No blaming. Okay? No excuses. Be on time for your payments. Okay? Be consistent with your payment. Be disciplined. You have to discipline yourself. Control your emotion. Sometimes people spend out of emotional feeling. Maybe they want to please someone. They feel bad about something to just buy a thing to somebody. Okay? You have to stop procrastinating. Procrastination is a huge thing. Be like, oh, maybe I'll pay the 29, or maybe I'll pay next month. All this element is gonna lead you to go deep digging a hole to yourself. Okay, all this stuff, they're bad. So that's what I'm saying. The story of the guy who got the Genesis new car, he doesn't know how to manage it. And what's gonna happen? Boom! And some of you Gen X, or millenniums, I would say, and younger folks, sometimes you might be privileged, or I'm not saying, you handed everything, or you've given all this, credit card, but you have no idea how to. You just go and run it up, run that thing off. You don't know what's gonna happen if you run it off like that. So that's gonna get you deep into debt. And according to the statistic analytics and my study, it's been proven that there's even people who make about 6 figures who live paycheck to paycheck in America because they don't know how to manage their credit cards. They max it out, overdue payment. They cannot control it. They have so many accounts and they just went ballistic. They end up in debt. So that's facts, okay? And there's all kind of type of credit card. You have Citibank, MasterCards, Pfizer, Wells Fargo, Chase Freedom, Capital One, Bank of America, and all this, those are all nice. But do not give something to the hand of someone look what I said before, who is not responsible enough to manage, because what's gonna end up happening is you're gonna end up digging yourself a hole, and you're gonna go in deep into debt, and that's not a good thing. Definitely not a good idea. Okay, so but let me talk about in all the stuff that I said, it's something that you have to put upon taking care of your health as well. It could contribute to all this stuff, okay, like your physical, mental health, your spiritual health, like doing all this spiritual thing. You maybe you go to church if you're religious, even though you don't know what you believe in or you're doubting it. Do something with your family or that social life, environmental, all this stuff all can tie into your decision making, okay, your responsibility. And within this pyramid of the physical, mental, spiritual, emotional, social, environmental, all this health, it all come into one pyramid, or something called the brain chemistry. Okay, your brain is your powerhouse. All right, you have powerhouse called, I'll use cerebral. Okay, it's a pretty large part of the brain, composed of the right and the left hemisphere. Okay, and within there's frontal lobe. They have temporal lobe and frontal lobe. Okay, temporal lobe can be as like having like organization skill, behaviors, memories. Frontal lobe could be like making judgments, and all that, all tied to responsibility. Okay, all that, you gotta take care of all that things, and yeah, it is pretty powerful. And when you don't feel well, like going back to your brain chemistry, okay, it has to do something with your neurotransmitter. Okay, your body, your brain is communicating with your body. That all it could go to your spiritual, physical. Exercising is a good thing. Your spiritual is good for your mental health. Ability to be able to turn your power down a little bit. If you're overthinking, you cannot sleep, health, physical health, environmental health, all that. It goes to the taste, sense, and smell and all that. Living in a place where you're comfortable, no worry. All right? All this stuff are connected, but your transmitter, your brain transmitter, neurotransmitter path, if you have something wrong with you in your conscious mind, it's sending the signal to your body. That's when you're feeling all your leg tingling, your back and all that. It all start from your neurotransmitter, your cerebral, and it goes all the way to your frontal lobe, to medulla and right hemisphere, left hemisphere, and all that, the movement and stuff. Yeah, but let me tell you, I have a debit card, and analytically and statistically, according to the credit card companies, they have written me so many letters. They told me that I am pre-qualified to have a credit card, but I'm working to get all my responsibility thing all in order before I jump into it. I believe in myself. I know I'm pretty responsible. Some of you can be related. I'm speaking to anyone. If you come across this topic in my YouTube channel, I hope that my talk and what I'm saying you can relate to. All right? If you can relate to me, remember, follow the responsibility as a person. Do not get a credit card if you're not responsible enough, because you're going to end up like that guy's story I told you in the beginning, who got the new car but doesn't know how to manage it. You have to manage. Let me show you. Let me show you here. Let me show you. These are all the cards. Let's say I'm pre-qualified. This is from Capital One, okay? Right there. This is facts. I don't make this up. Say my name right there. Okay, I'm not gonna show you my address, but my name is there. It's backward anyway because from the camera. That's one right there. This is Capital One, pre-qualified right there. They're sending me all this right here, all this Capital One. I have Capital One, I have Discovery, I have Pfizer and all that. 1, 2, 3, 4. I haven't opened them. They're small. Over here, I can go on. Look at this one. This is very special right here. Capital One, right there. I haven't opened it. It has my name and everything. I'm not gonna show you my address. Right there. They're small. Right here. Capital One. Okay. Wells Fargo. Actually, Pfizer and all that. Look at this. This is all for me. Facts. Okay. This is facts. And I'm telling you that because I've been doing the responsibility person, and I think I might be ready. I gotta take my time. I'll think about this, and then I know that, like some of you probably have watched some of my story about how I'm working the OS ladder of progress. That's my YouTube channel. I'm talking about my student loan crisis that I went into deep down into default, and I'm like reconnecting from it. I'm rising up. Okay, try to do the best I could to get myself out of it, and I've been consistent, and all my payments been on time. All this, look at this, all this, okay, all these are. I haven't done anything. I'm not gonna apply yet because I know I'm very responsible and I'm comfortable with having a debit card right now. But in the future, I'm thinking of like maybe when I get a credit card, I'll use it for leverage. You know, some of you know how to leverage. Maybe you got a credit card, you need to invest it, you know, buying something that it could leverage you. Let's say you buy a property, rent a property, and then you rent it out, and people renting out bring money into you, passive income. You know, I'm not saying that it's going to be a guarantee. It might not be a guarantee because if you don't have people who are renting out, you're losing money. Therefore, you're going to pay for it. But it's not easy. It's hard. That's why few people are, you know, kind of like self-employed, entrepreneurs and all that. And yeah, take a lot of discipline, integrity and all that. But I'm telling you, in the future, yes, I'll definitely get a credit card, and I'm gonna, you know, check my credit card. I know I'm working on getting a 7. Hopefully I will, maybe the end of the year, and possibly try to invest in like real estate. You know, if I get one, buy a house and see how it goes from there. You know, try to figure things out. But yeah, I thought of sharing all this story with you, and I hope that you can relate to me. And remember, be responsible, make wise decision, and don't rush into it. And those who are young, if your family give you a credit card, do not just go and swipe it. You need to be responsible because it's just a good and a bad into it. You have to use it wisely. Thank you, people, and have a good day.